After the success of Nintendo 64's Mario Kart 64, tons of gaming companies tried to cash in on the kart racing genre, ranging from games like Diddy Kong Racing, Crash Team Racing, and even Looney Tunes got in on action. And that's only scratching the surface. But of course, Disney also tried to capitalize on the kart racing phenomenon as well. Their game was Walt Disney Quest Magical Racing Tour, a kart racing spin-off that takes place in the Walt Disney World Resort. The game was released on March 23, 2000, and the game was available for the PlayStation 1, Sega Dreamcast, and PC. It was developed by Crystal Dynamics, the company best known for creating the Gex series. The game was also ported to the Game Boy Color, but yeah, I'm not going near that port with a 10-foot pole. Honestly, this game is a very nostalgic one for me. I played this game a lot when I was a kid, and I enjoyed it at the time. I didn't have a Nintendo 64 growing up. Nope, I grew up with the PlayStation 1, so I missed out on racing games like Mario Kart and Diddy Kong Racing, but luckily, I had games like Crash Team Racing, Chocobo Racing, and Walt Disney Quest Magical Racing Tour to get my kart racing fix. So how does Magical Racing Tour stack up? Is it just as good as Mario Kart, or does it slide out of collision into a wall? Well, let's find out. Honestly, there isn't much of a story in this game. It's relatively simple. Iconic Disney characters Chip and Dale accidentally break the fireworks control machine at the Magic Kingdom theme park. And with the help of some friends, they must race across the resort collecting all the scattered pieces to repair the machine. Seriously, it's nothing much, and besides, kart races aren't meant to have great stories. Nope, it's all about the racing. The gameplay modes are pretty bare bones in this game. All you have is adventure, time trial, and versus. Yep, totally off to a good start. In adventure mode, you choose a character and must win first place in order to win a part of the machine, as well as unlock another track to race on. Along with the standard races, you also have coin races in which you must collect a total of 30 coins under a time limit to earn another piece of the machine. From the get-go, you're able to select from 10 playable characters, with 3 hidden characters you can unlock later in the game. This is good. And just look at the characters. Who could forget classics like Otto Plugnut and Amanda Sparkle and Oliver Chickley III? Wait. What the f***? Who are these people? Where the hell is Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and freaking Goofy? This is a Disney game for f***'s sake. Yeah, with the exception of Chip, Dale, and Jiminy Cricket, the characters in this game are not authentic Disney characters. Now to be fair, I don't have anything against these new characters. They're all pretty unique and have neat designs, in my opinion. I can understand why they created some new characters for the game, but I was very surprised that Mickey Mouse didn't at least make the cut. I mean, hello, he's Disney's freaking mascot. Well, technically, it's Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, but shh. Nitpicking aside, the character selection in this game is good, just the right amount for a kart racer made in 2000. The graphics in this game look pretty good for the year 2000, and in my playthrough, I only experienced one major glitch, but other than that, the graphics are solid. Well, for a PS1 title anyway. The gameplay is pretty much inspired from Mario Kart 64 and Diddy Kong Racing. For the most part, it runs fine, but some levels do experience some graphical slowdown. But it's nothing too frustrating to handle, compared to some other games. Like Diddy Kong Racing, you're able to power slide with the R1 button during turns, and by releasing the R1 button, you can get a mini turbo boost. The combat items in this game range from acorns that act like missiles, merry-go-round teacups that whirl you all about across the stage, a rocket that can smash into other racers, and magical dust that shields you from attacks, just to name a few. The weapons are pretty creative, but seriously, you can't help but feel paranoid when you hear the target seeking acorns. These things are freaking deadly. Also, while the rocket item is cool and all, it kinda sucks because while you're controlling the rocket, you're not in control of your vehicle. So for all you know, you may run smack dab into a wall. Ugh. But other than that, the items work just fine. Maybe not the most fluid, but fine. You can also pick up a max of 10 coins that are laid out on the track that help give your kart some extra speed. The karts in this game feel heavy and tight, and this is another good thing in my opinion. You really feel like you have full control. However, I think the turning is a little off at times. Like for example, you try maneuvering a bit to get an item balloon, but instead you zip right past it, even though you were in hand's reach of it. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you play the game for yourself, you'll understand what I mean. Also, bumping into walls is a major pain in the ass in this game, mainly because the knockback is so rough. This is very annoying to deal with when it comes to very narrow pathways, but other than that, the controls themselves are okay. The other cool thing about the karts is that they change in every level, from classic go-karts, motorboats, vintage convertibles, snowmobiles, and even spaceships. I think it's cool when games add variety like this, so I give the developers mad respect for doing something like this. There are a total of 13 tracks to race on, and each track is based on a Disney World Resort attraction, from classics like the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, the Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, Space Mountain, and Splash Mountain, to name a few. The levels in this game look great for their time. So much detail was put into them, and it really helps immerse you in as you take in the scenery. If I had to choose my favorite level, it's definitely a tie between the Haunted Mansion and the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's funny because I remember when I was a kid, I used to be terrified of the Haunted Mansion, because there's a part in the level where you go up a stairway to the attic, and there, you see this ghost woman making these loud blood-curdling screams. Seriously, she used to scare the shit out of me when I was little. But of course, now that I'm older, I can actually take in and admire just how creative this level is. Much to the point where it's one of my most favorite racing tracks ever made in a kart racer. Seriously though, all the levels in this game are awesome and nicely detailed. The music in this game is... Yes! 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 Each song is upbeat and thematic to their respective level. The music for Space Mountain is definitely my most favorite in the game. Seriously, have a listen. The music for Typhoon Lagoon, Rock and Roller Coaster, The Haunted Mansion, and Tomorrowland Speedway are some of my other favorite music tracks in the game. But again, all the music in this game sounds great, and in fact, I have the whole soundtrack on my iPod, which I listen to when I'm editing videos every now and then. So does the game have any replay value? Honestly, it depends on if you're a completionist or not. After you beat the game the first time, by collecting all the machine parts, you unlock Jiminy Cricket as a playable character, and you're then able to race on the tracks again to win flags. When you get all the flags, you unlock the Splash Mountain level. And after that, you're able to race on the tracks one more time in trophy races. In trophy races, you must collect all 8 trophies that are scattered all over the level under a time limit, and after you beat every trophy race, you unlock another character named Ned Shredbetter, who I must admit has a pretty cool design. There is also one more hidden character named XUD71, who you unlock by collecting all 8 fairies that are scattered on the track. Honestly, I tried to do this for the playthrough, but I couldn't be asked to complete it. However, the cool thing about this is that you don't have to come in first place for them to count, so if you're up for a good challenge, this will definitely fill that void. Replaying this game after so many years was quite a nostalgia trip for me, and it dragged my ass back to my childhood days, spending my summer vacation playing this game. While it doesn't have much content compared to Mario Kart 64 and Crash Team Racing, I found the game to be decent, but taking off the nostalgia goggles, I can't help but notice how short this game falls in comparison to the other kart racing games at the time. So with that all said, Walt Disney Quest Magical Racing Tour gets 6 out of 10. The graphics are good, the music is awesome, and the level design is beautiful, but the game can get repetitive very quickly, and the lack of character abilities hurts the game even more. The game is very mediocre at best. I know I shouldn't be comparing this game to Crash Team Racing, but it's hard not to considering CTR came out a year before this game, and it really rose the bar of what makes a good kart racing game. If you like playing PS1 or Dreamcast games and are looking to experience a new kart racing game, I recommend this game because like I've said before, it's pretty decent despite its shortcomings. And well, that concludes my review for Walt Disney Quest Magical Racing Tour. Hey there guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give a like and subscribe for more gaming content coming soon. I'm Decadent Gamer, and thanks for watching.